Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching this from. Doreen the therapist again. Welcome to today's session. I want us to discuss about men's mental health. I know that men are believed that they need to be silent. Their strength is found in silence, that they're not supposed to talk. They're told to be man enough not to speak, not to cry, toughen up. The society has made them suppress their feelings by showing them that they need to just control their emotions and bottle it in their hearts and not speak about what they are going through. This is not actually true. That is why we are trying to redefine strength, to redefine what it means to speak up, to redefine what it means to actually ask for help, to redefine the strength that is found in speaking up. So men, I'm talking to you today. Millions of men around the world are suffering in silence. They suffer through stress, anxiety, depression, burnout, and even suicidal thoughts. Statistics say that about 4 times men more are likely to commit suicide than women. Why is this? It's because, unlike women, men will be quiet. They will go through something and they will go through it silently. I have a client who was a very good father, a good husband, yet he had taken so long before coming to see me. And I remember asking him, why did you take so long? And he tells me, my father never sought this kind of help. I never saw my father cry. And so I didn't want to be a burden. And I thought that I was strong enough to actually go through what I was going through. So this is the narrative of what is going around with men. And it has made our men to suffer in silence. And this has led them to actually have broken marriages, to lose jobs. Things are not working out well for them just because of silence that could have actually been helped. Something that could have, something very small ends up becoming so big because they were not able to speak. Understanding the struggle of how men are silent, it's very important because as much as we go through the same thing with them, because women and men go through the same, the anxiety, the stress, the depression, the economic times that we are in, we go through the same, all of us. The only difference is that men go through it and express it differently. A woman will be stressed and will in the morning just go randomly at the office and say, I'm overwhelmed, or go to the bathroom and cry, or ask for help from a friend. But for men, they will be angry. Most of them will actually be just withdrawn. Most of them will overwork. They will spend most of their time at work, hiding their pain away, trying to keep themselves busy to just hide what they are feeling. That is why their expression is very different from women. And it's actually hard for you to even realize that a man is stressed unless you're very keen. And that is why I've told you this kind of expression, so that when you see a man that was not usually very angry, that used to be very happy, that used to be very friendly, and now they are a bit withdrawn, they are very angry all the time, they are overworking, then there is something going on. And if you're in a position to reach out to these men, because at times they just want us to reach out to them and speak to them, and then they are able to respond to us. And men, you don't have to man up by being silent. The new strength that is now redefined is the strength to speak. Because as the world goes the opposite direction of silence for men, the brave men now are coming out and they're speaking. I will use another example. Let's call him, which name? Brian. So Brian also took so long before coming. Actually, he was pushed to come and see me. And we had almost 5 sessions before he started opening up. And by the time he was opening up about his emotions, he told me that he felt the pressure to succeed, the pressure. I remember his words were these, that no one has ever taught me how to talk. What I know is just to push through. So I fear failure. I feel like I'm not measuring up to what the world wants. Yet all this, he was going through it in his heart and in his mind alone. And you can imagine, out of the 10 sessions that mostly we do, he opened up about at the 5th session. This tells you how much men can really keep things in their heart and in their minds and not speak up or out of what they are going through. So women and other men, when a man opens up, when a man gets to be strong enough to actually speak, please be patient and listen. Don't shame a man for opening up. Let us create safe spaces for men that they can speak what they're going through fellowships, through informal setups where men meet and discuss and just be men and discuss their issues. Let us build such spaces for them. Also, always keep in mind that a man that has decided to speak is a man that is so strong. This is the man that should actually be praised, and let that be an example unto other men what they should do, because every man deserves to be heard, and every man deserves to be healed as well, and every man deserves to know that they're not going through it alone. So let us be advocates of men's mental health. Let us be advocates of men expressing their emotions. Let us be advocates of, even as parents, let us teach our boys that it is okay not to be okay, that it is okay to say that I need help, that it is okay to actually cry if you feel overwhelmed. We are not raising weak men by doing this. We are just making sure that we are reducing the suicidal rates in men by making them seek help when they feel very depressed or anxious or stressed, and they are able to get help. You realize when someone is depressed, I'll give you a picture of what it is. When someone is depressed, it's like someone in a deep, very deep hole, so dark that they are not able to even call out for help. So if you see someone calling out for help and saying, I'm actually not okay, this is someone that has taken so much strength to reach out and to shout for help in that ditch. So it is our work to throw in a rope for them and carry them out. Seek mental help. Go see a therapist at Northern Counseling Consultancy. We are available. Seek help. Talk to someone. Talk to a friend. Talk to a pastor. Talk to your spiritual authority that you have. Let us not be quiet as men, because what we go through is something that every other person is going through. It's just that we are trying not to express what we are going through. Start by being honest to yourself first as men, and then talk even within yourselves. Encourage one another as men, that we can go through this, we can fight for our mental health, because as I've said, every man deserves to be heard. Let us not be people that suppress the emotions of men. And men, reach out and seek help. Do not let your story be told by statistics that you actually committed suicide because of something that could have been helped. I am an advocate of mental health, and I am inviting all of us to be in this space where we encourage men to seek help. And as I always finish, remember that Christ is the answer to everything, and that he knows the pain that we are going through, and even in our weakest of moments, in that we get our strength from the Lord. Bye bye. God bless you.
'Cause we were just kids when we fell in